going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Bortles to throw on second down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, here's Bortles. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. A great effort there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And the Giants ready to come out now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Coming off play action, Lauletta. Looking for Shepard deep. It's caught inside the 25. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there for the Giants. 46 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
second down. Here's Lauletta. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Here we go now.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Giants are in for 6. The try here for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, spread left. Spread left. Good. 380. Right 39, Lucian.
Bortles now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Lucy.
Throwing now is Bortles. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Olivier Vernon coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. It's taken to the 26. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Lauletta on first down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On second down. Here's Barkley. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Lauletta on 3rd down. He finds Coleman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
A handoff to Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, boys, come forward. Set. 319. 319.
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this, and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. On first down, this is McCaffrey. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Let's go, let's go. Hey. Mike 39, Lucy.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
That's it, baby. Here we go. Bunch right. Lucy.
Now they'll throw it. Bortles. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
11. 372.
From the gun, it's Bortles. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Lucy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker.
Spread right, snap. Move. Like 39, Lucy.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Gano's kick is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Lauletta. He finds Beckham complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Lauletta. Over the middle to Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Lauletta on first down. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Set. 319. 319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Now here's Lauletta. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Giants. Corey Coleman, 34 yards. And the Giants add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On first down, Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From midfield, here's Bortles. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Bortles now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Bortles. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. And he knocks it through. Gano out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Lauletta looking for a 1st down throw. He'll let it go deep. It got his man complete. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Lauletta. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw, Lauletta. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now they'll run on the draw. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy. Back to that Philly. Here we go.
They'll go to Barkley again. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They don't want it, brother. They don't. Gone, 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 gone. Let's get it.
Lauletta, he'll look to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 67 yards. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Caught left side by Funchess. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Here we go. Hey, let's go. Trip flat, trip flat. Throw left, throw left.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 62 yards. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The New York set to take the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackle made by K1 Short.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it again with Barkley. Oh, what a move. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against the big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. There to stop him was Rashawn Golden.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now it's Lauletta. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Carolina getting set to take the field. And if they're going to take it in for another touchdown like they did on their last drive, they're going to have to do it the hard way, starting at the 1.
And boy, is that a difficult position. Obviously, where they are on the field, they have to be careful with the football. But at the same time, they can't be so careful that they can't run their offense as well. Everyone's got to lock in this situation. No mistakes.
And they'll run it here. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
Well, both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave him some good breathing room.
I wonder now, do you still stack the line of scrimmage, or do you play normal defense? They may have backed him off with that run.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Lucy.
Bortles now to throw. He sets to fire deep. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That's a 49-yard punt, 8th, though, on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Leopard!
On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Throw left side complete. It's Moore. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Bortles now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Bortles. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, 45 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. And New York set to take the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Green 39! Green 39!
Here's Lauletta now on 2nd. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Go!
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Looking to throw on second down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Hey. You got 3. No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, 36 yards. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Shotgun now for Bortles. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. His huge night, it just continues as he's now north of 200 yards receiving. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Lamar Miller, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Giants. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Lauletta. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Lauletta to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Lauletta on 1st down. He'll air this one toward Coleman. That's caught inside the 20. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 48 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Green, 39.
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now here's Lauletta. Now he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. This is fielded at the goal line. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So no gain on the play. They'll decline the penalty to not give him the down back.
And were you thinking to yourself that maybe they would take the yardage there?
Yeah,
because
possibly.
I definitely was. But as you noted, maybe they're just looking at the downs chart and saying, okay, we're comfortable where we are.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.